All right, we're back. Did
We're
you want to
back.
say anything?
So chat. I just want in the interest of being good role models and talking about good role playing practice and following in the example of not at all a robot, Dave the human of Twitter fame. We just had a chat during the break about PvP play and our levels of interest in it and comfort with it and where those boundaries lie. And it was not a conclusive chat. This is a thing where consent needs to be ongoing and maintained, and check-ins are important. That is the thing that we should do. And if you're playing a game like this that takes a turn like this towards that kind of potential content, I encourage you to do this kind of checking in with each other. It is the responsible grown-up thing to do for people you like who you are playing role-playing games with.
Yep.
I am done.
Which is very well put.
Yeah, which is the extension
Agreed.
of our red card, being adults playing games together stuff.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
PSA over.
Yep.
Thanks.
Sounds
To
good.
the apocalypse.
Given that we just had this discussion about body horror, Mito, you're being pecked by a pelican.
I mean,
Okay.
here's the question: is he being pecked at by a pelican, or being
Is it
gummed
even-
at by a
Attempt-
pelican as it tries to fit his head in its
it's
beak?
trying to swallow him.
Right?
Yeah,
like
okay.
it's the bird equivalent of gumming at him. It's
Yeah.
like nom, nom, nom,
Yeah, okay.
on his head.
I would like to act under fire.
What would you like to do?
Well, look, I want to swat the pelican away, but I'm concerned about how much of my head is in the pelican's mouth.
You can
He
just
doesn't
move
like
it. You
teeth.
can just swat the pelican away. It's fine. You don't have to do that.
Oh, okay, fine.
You don't have to roll to
also,
deeper. You don't. Oh,
I love
okay,
that comedy
although you could
pelican-
seize. You could attempt to seize your head from the pelican by force. in which case, you would exchange
It would
harm.
be. Oh, oh,
Yes.
it's so tempting. Like, I mean,
Oh,
I'm about to level up, so it's for experience. I might as well. And we all need
This is comedy.
You're at 6 o'clock now. If you take one harm from
Don't
pelican,
fight a pelican, Mito. Just
All right.
I mean, though,
I'll just-
Ash,
pelican.
I feel like being
Just tell
gummed
the
by
pelican.
by the inside of a pelican's mouth is zero harm as a weapon, right?
no, I'm just gonna
if you
swat it
start
away.
a fight with it, though, it's
Swat
gonna
it
go for
away.
it's gonna weaponize itself in different ways.
Tell the
like-
pelican to be on
Yes.
its way.
It could break your arm with its wing. Pelicans
Yeah,
can legit,
pelicans
like
are-
swans. They can open them real hard and break your arms.
Yeah, pelicans are scary. I don't want to mess with that.
Do you want to just
wanna,
you can just roll away? You can just
Yeah.
roll away. That's fine. You
Yeah,
don't have
this
to
is
roll
And
for
the
that.
fire, and the fire
Roll
is that
away.
you get
Just-
dizzy
just
while you
roll.
roll and you
It's-
lose track.
Stop, drop, and roll.
That's basically just gonna be like.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Kane,
I'm
Kane
gonna,
points out that
gonna
even
move.
if you roll 0 on the harm move, you might still take an extra harm from it and end up at 9.
Kane, you are my favorite.
Can
Yep.
I ascertain where I am?
So you look around.
You're in a
and
pelican's mouth, Mito.
I rolled out of the pelican's mouth. Pay attention. Keep up. It was like this.
So you're on a a weed riddled mud flat between the edge of the river and the it's not even a river, it's like a huge expanse of water, and like an actual embankment, and all in the shallows here are a whole bunch of giant yellow machine constructions that are
Oh.
like coming up out of the water, like the bones of long dead leviathans, and they're emerged up out of it, and all along this embankment there are all of these.
I know where this is.
There are all of these big caves cut into the stone. They're like these square caves cut into the stone. they're like a couple of meters by a couple of meters, and they go deep into the sandstone cliffs.
Oh, that's awesome. Are the cave? So that's across the water.
No. This is like the caves and all of. So the caves are in the embankment. Just so you're on the like sliver of mud
Yep.
between the cliff, the embankment, and the water. And the water has all of these big like
These awesome
excavators
things in
and
it.
like
Yeah.
like augers and all of this sort of stuff. And I think there's an excavator that has like its bucket is like raised up into the air like the last cry of a dinosaur. And
That's
like
so
perched on
cool.
top of it, you can see a body like wrapped in you can see like the shape of a body wrapped in like sailcloth or something
Oh,
that's
wow.
been tied
Okay.
to the top of this thing, and you can see like tears and things where like where the birds have come for it. But now it is like there is all of the machines just have the water like running off them as they
Oh, that's
stand
so
like out
cool.
of the shallows.
Okay.
You
That's
also
pretty cool.
actually I should point out that there is a massive long bridge, like a concrete bridge, like running north south here, like like a little way away, that just runs like above this entire like wet section and like off into the mist of the rain in both directions.
Well, that sounds safe. Let's go and.
I mean that's like actually in the water. You wouldn't be able to like just walk to that.
Oh, okay. So sorry. So the bridge runs over the water, but I'm partway in between it, so I need to go
So like
through.
so to like let's do this Dungeons and Dragons style. You
Okay.
are on a sliver of land that runs north south. To
Yep.
your east is the immediately to your east are all of the like creatures, all of the machines.
Yep.
Yep. And then further to your east is it like just is
right.
the like bridge running north south as well. And then to your
Right.
immediately to your west are all of these caves.
Okay.
Do you want me to just
And
like
where do
like,
I do I
let's-
know which direction I came from?
You know what I'm gonna do?
Like-
Because fuck it. Like we're adults. I don't need
Yeah,
to be
we are.
mysterious.
I think I know where I am, but yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
You should be moved there now.
Yep, I can see
Oh,
where
yep,
I am.
Yep.
That grey line is the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, right.
Yep.
Okay, so the good news is that there is no good news. All right. Okay, so the bridge though goes over the water though, right?
Yep. It's way up above.
Way up above, right?
Yeah.
So I would have to go around the.
It probably has service ladders, so if you swam over to it, you could probably climb up.
Yeah, probably
climb
climb
up
up it, but
Like
I
it has
mean, it
like
doesn't
it has like
help
it has like poles all along the bridge with like wires
Right,
running
right.
between them.
Okay, is there anything that's floating? Is there any of the like? I mean, I understand we've got heavy construction material here, but like, is there anything that could be made to fashion into a boat rather than swimming? I've had a bit of swimming lately, and I'll level with you, don't care for it.
If you were a savvy head, maybe.
Right, but I'm not. Okay.
You could just grab something and hope it works.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. What
You
I
see a gas
think that
bottle
we-
like float past,
Yeah. All right.
like one of
I'm
those
gonna
big
try and
ones that like hold like argon for welding.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna try and make it to the bridge. If I can grab that bottle, I'll do that,
Sure.
and just sort of use that as a flotation device, with the idea being to get onto the bridge to get a better look at the, like at a elevated position, look at the grove to see if there's any
Sure.
anything
I
interesting
mean,
happening.
if you're on that bridge, I don't know if you're going to be able to see all the way to the grove. I know you might be able to. Just
Yeah.
yep.
Well, let's
Depends on
see what
depends on how
happens.
bad the weather is.
Yeah. How bad is the weather? Is it raining right? Oh,
It's not as bad
always
as it
raining, I
was
guess.
when you got washed away.
Okay.
It's mostly like misty. It's misty rain now.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's gonna make things slippery, but that's all right. So can I act under fire
Yes, you
there?
can.
Is that
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, it's act under
And the
fire.
fire is water.
The fire is water.
Cool. Yeah.
Nice. You climb your way up, and you like make your way over the big concrete. What's the word I want? Not pylons. So there's like metal rails. There's two sets of metal rails with like big concrete sleepers, and you like climb over those. And yeah, you find a spot where you can. So you like swim across, climb up, climb over the sleepers and things, and then. And like now that you're up here, like further down, you can see you can see that there's a train like hanging off the side of the bridge into the water.
Oh wow.
And it looks like it shouldn't be able to like physically be there, right? Like it shouldn't be able to hang in the way that it does. It's
Right.
almost as if it's like, yeah, like balance, like
gravity
being
isn't playing nice.
Yeah, it's suspended by some other force.
Okay.
But you can see like over in the direction of the highway and the grove. But it's quite distant. You're a couple of
Okay.
k's away.
Okay.
Let's have a look.
I-
You're like 2.5 k's away.
Okay. But it's not on fire, is what I'm hearing.
You don't see fire. No.
Don't see fire or anything like that. Can
You
I
can
see
the
a
extent
path?
of this like wide amount of water though.
Yeah. So can I see another path besides the the bridge is far too long for that anyway, isn't it? Okay.
I mean, you can see where the bridge goes.
Yeah. I can see where the bridge goes.
Yeah, that rail
It
bridge.
doesn't go anywhere near where I wanna. Okay.
Up
I
here,
have-
up here, you can see this. You can hear a song from the sound of the wind on those wires.
See, that's really cool, right? So I'm going to take my improvement and increase my weird by 1,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to open my brain.
Mm-hmm.
And what I want to do is, what I'm trying to ascertain is, again, the what I'm trying to find out is the. Well, actually, maybe this is reading a situation. Now that I think about
What are you
it,
trying to? What's your intention? What are you trying to achieve?
Yeah.
And how are you doing it?
what I want to do is try and figure out the best way to get to the sort of trying to figure out is the best way, the best being quickest / safest way to get to get from where I am to the grove.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm just wondering if that is actually read the situation.
Tell me.
or
Tell me.
if
What are you doing to
it's-
try and work it out? Are you looking around, or are you
Yeah, so
consulting the song
I've
of
got
the
a-
things, or?
Yeah, I've got a better idea about where I am now.
Mhm.
But again, no real idea about what I should be doing. Like, I at this point, I don't even know if running out and trying to help was the right move. So I think I'm gonna open my brain, listen to the song that's playing through the speaker, the wind is playing through the singing caverns, and try and figure out what the
Yeah. It's playing on the
The next
wires for the overhead wires for the train line.
yeah, that's really like I kind of want to hear what song that plays.
Sure. Open your brain.
So I'm gonna Yeah, I'm gonna open my brain. Oh,
Partial success.
okay.
I mean, the song makes the song like. I think you zone out watching the song and you like cast your eye over the train, and that thing of like it seems like almost like it's come to rest on the top, like it's suspended because it's come to rest on the top of the water, like it's hit the water like a solid ground, almost.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, you like kind of get like distracted looking at that for a while, and like listening to, and you can hear the sound of the train, right? And you can hear the next stop is like such and such
Yeah.
center, right? And you can almost see the yellow LED strip lights like light up on it, and then you get interrupted by the sound of an outboard motor. And like and you're kind of like shaken out of your reverie as you see over like here to the
Oh
west
yeah.
of you. You see someone like pull up and like heave a small dinghy with an outboard motor onto the mud flat.
Let's go steal that dinghy. Uh, okay. Can is it just one person? Can I see it's just
No,
one
there's two
person?
people. They have these huge hats that are like made out of like big bent like pieces of plate steel, plate iron or something. Maybe from the sides of cars, or pieces of or pieces of cars or something. But they're these big curved hats that go all the way like from like out in front of them down their like to down their backs, and they're like hunched over as they and they have these and you can see they have like ski poles like that. Oh no!
Oh.
I'm back.
You-
Nope. It's okay.
Yeah, except now
Nice.
you've moved places. Gosh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Let me just.
While you shoot that, just give me 1 second. I'll be back momentarily.
Yeah. Play on full face.
Yeah, sorry, folks. I'm not sure what is up with my internet this evening.
That's right. You're doing pretty well. All right.
I'm gonna
So
try this week troubleshooting and figure out what the fuck.
oh gosh, move your face down a little so that you're less. Oh gosh,
Yep.
this is so hard.
Well, what is?
Okay.
Can someone
Is this
describe
okay?
to me the last?
So yeah, there's these people with
Someone
these
sent me the
huge
last
hats that like these huge steel hats that like run down their
Right.
backs, and they have like ski poles and things that are like tied to their arms that they release so that they can like move through the mud. And you can see they all
Right.
have the same. They all have the same like sort of like overalls and like an apron. As they like and like big boots. Like big gumboots as they like pull their thing up, their dinghy up onto the mud and start to like secure it.
Okay. Okay. So,
But yes, two of them.
two of them. Okay. Okay. Have they noticed me visibly?
No.
Have they seen that I've? Nope. Okay.
I mean, you're up on the bridge. You're actually really hard to spot.
Oh, okay. How high up am I? Like, Hundreds of meters, or-
4 stories, 3 stories.
okay, cool. So I should definitely climb down instead of jumping down, is what I'm hearing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Um,
No, you would probably like the problem is if you jumped down, you might find like a couple of meters of water. You might find like 6 inches.
Yeah, no, that's fair. All right, let's climb down as stealthily as possible and see if I can get closer to them. I know that I said stealthy, but I also realize that I'm again swimming across the water, and
Yes.
that's probably going to
So you
require
want
me
to-
to act under
So you
fire.
want to get close to them without them noticing.
Yes, well, close to the boat without them noticing.
Yep, cool.
That's
Act under fire.
that's act under fire. Cool.
Yep.
Mm.
I mean, yeah.
Partial success on a stealth check, never a good thing.
I mean,
No.
they fish you out of the water when you start to drown. Good job.
Okay.
Seems good.
You got close to the boat. You're now in the boat. They like, they undock the boat and they go over and they rescue you.
Oh, that's
You got exactly what you wanted.
yeah. That's okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
and they like look down at you and they speak at you in a language you don't understand. They seem to be asking a question. It's probably whether or not you're okay, but you know.
Okay. So they seem friendly, is
Yep.
what I'm hearing. Well, they saved my life, I guess.
I mean, they don't want you to be dead.
So can I? I'll start by giving them the thumbs up. Just
They're
like
they're like. "All right,
okay,
good,
okay, cool. I say grove and motion in the direction that I think the grove, or the direction that the grove is.
They look at you
And then
like you are probably like very addled from nearly drowning, and they take you back towards this bit of land here, and they help you inside, and we cut away.
no.
We're running a bit short for time. Is there another scene we want to see, like straight away?
I mean, I'd like to have an indication of like a vague hint of where I might end up.
I think that's a good plan. Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like we left morning at like a fairly good place, and like the pickup point, the dramatic pickup point for the next episode is fairly clear, right? Like, so
Okay.
I'm happy it to be resolved for the evening.
Cool. Give. You are hanging upside down by your feet.
Oh, great.
On a like,
Yikes.
your eyes, your feet are tied together, and you're like on a hook with all of these other bodies. In what you remember, this room like doesn't have as many like nice vases and like big embroideries as it had last time you were here. And
Oh, in paradise?
yeah,
This is the room that the man was in?
yep.
Okay.
But it's also a good place to store meat because it's like up.
Gross.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you see like one or two of the other other people. So it's like most of them are clearly dead.
Okay.
But one or two of them like start to like wake up and struggle, and someone comes over and like just like bashes them in the head again.
Okay, so I know not to move. I know to stay very still, because that seems like what would happen to me. Okay. Right. This seems like a charged situation.
Yes, it is.
And I would like to work out what's going on. So I'm gonna try that. Please. Yeah. Okay. Let's read a situation. Oh, freak. Okay. It's a 4.
Not good.
So bad things, but also still 2 questions, I guess. All
I
right.
don't think there is a song about being tied up by cannibals.
Being tied up. No. Okay.
I feel like
mean,
it's the coda
here
on
is-
the song about dangerous people, and it's just if you don't get tied up.
Just don't get tied up. Yeah, I
It's
like
the
that.
end
I like
of
the
the
idea
song.
that there's just a
Whatever
line
you
of,
do,
like,
don't get fucking tied up by cannibals.
Yep. I feel like that's the bit of the song that is like looping in my mind annoyingly right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's my best escape route? Obviously, is a question. And also, I would like to know who here would do what I ask?
Jackabacca.
Oh no! No! Why do we make NPCs in this game? just creating them
Why
to
do
be
we
harmed.
make NPCs in Apocalypse World, Master Bruce? So that we can look at them through crosshairs.
That's no. Okay.
Your easiest
Okay.
escape route would obviously be through the vent that you know about.
Yep. So theoretically, I could I'm tied, but with rope. Is that the case? Am I tied up with rope?
Yeah, your feet are bound together with rope, and then the hook is between them.
Okay. Yep. So feet are bound with rope, and then it's tied between them. Okay. So theoretically, if no one was paying a whole lot of attention, I could kind of go up the rope to the roof where the vent is. That is a vague plan. That doesn't
Yeah.
help.
I mean,
Doesn't
can you
help
do
my
a
friend.
crunch powerful enough
Yeah, that's
to
the
fold
question.
in half and get your
Exactly,
hands
right,
within grabbing
well-
range of the hook?
I mean, on the downside, I am a child, but on the upside, I don't weigh very much. I mean, when I was a child, I remember I would be able to do that.
That's true.
Okay.
And you probably had a better diet than Giv does.
I don't know. I mean, give eats like steel.
When we say
So-
abs of steel, that's
Exactly.
what we mean.
That's
Yeah,
why I
literal abs of steel under all
Exactly.
the flesh.
Well, okay. I don't really have a better plan at the moment, so I guess I should try that, and we'll find out what happens from it, and then that'll be the dramatic cliffhanger. Because there's really no way that can't be dramatic. Because if I succeed, I'm still leaving my friend behind. How many people? How many guards?
Only
are
one walking around. Basically,
Only
there's one
one, okay.
sat back on a plastic deck chair,
Mm-hmm.
and every time they see someone struggling, they get up and deal with them.
Okay. Wow. All right. So they are watching quite carefully then.
That's their job. Yep.
Yeah. So they're gonna see me if I start moving. Okay.
I mean, you could try and do it stealthily, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have I taken extra harm, or am I just captured?
No, I don't think you've taken extra harm.
Okay. Oh. Can I see this person that is on the deck chair clearly?
Mhm.
Do I recognize them at all? What kind of person are they?
Read a person.
Yeah.
Is Giv about to engage in a conversation with them?
Oh,
Potent-
good point.
Why?
Because the function of the move explicitly is that during a back and forth with them, you can
Well,
spend
yes.
hold to ask questions.
That
You
is
have
kind
to
of my
be
intention.
interacting. Yeah, just to make sure that we're all on the same
Do I
page
have to
about
be
what the move does.
interacting
You
with
do
them
have to
before?
interact with them
Okay.
in order to read them.
All right. Well, can you just describe them to me just superficially, so I can decide whether I think that that's
Yeah, he's probably
feasible-
Good idea.
17. He's got a shitty mustache. He's wearing he's wearing a, I think a basketball top over the top of a a sports sweater.
okay?
And yeah, it's just sitting there with his steel-toed work boots, and has a rifle, I think, and is using that as the
All right. Okay.
as the weapon. He's hitting people with the butt of the rifle.
Okay. So he's 17-ish. You said,
Yep.
and he looks like a pretty I'm a tough 17-year-old boy type.
Yeah, he looks
person.
Yeah, he looks cocky.
All right. So I'm gonna I think we have the thing wherein the camera pans to him as I'm looking at him,
Mm-hmm.
and when it pans back, I want to have changed my look.
Yeah.
I want to be. Is this 17-year-old kid? What kind of coloring does he have?
Like Hispanic.
Okay. Yep. Cool. I want to look the same kind of coloring. I want to look like like I could maybe be this kid's younger brother or a younger version of this kid. I want to be similar enough to him because my hope is that he might feel more like he sympathizes with me or something.
Sure. Yeah.
But I don't want to be like, I'm you but small.
Yeah.
And then I guess I'm gonna like speak to him.
What do you say?
Sir?
He like looks up, and he's like, like stands and he's like, you awake?
How much interaction do I have to do before I can read him?
You could start.
I'd like to start. I know we're low on time now.
That's right.
Feel free to cut this interaction at any dramatic point.
But you're also high on XP because you've just rolled sharp 2 times.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
Partial success. You get a question.
Okay. I get a question. All right. So for reading a person, how could I get your character to let me down off of this rope?
It's worth a shot. I mean,
Good question.
This is the question I want to ask, right?
Swear your fealty to the cannibal cult.
Yeah. Not necessarily like free me from the building, but like free me from being meat.
I feel like that's a bigger ask than you know.
Probably.
Some existential shit.
Oh,
If you wanna be
right. Like, how do I? Like,
if you want to be freed from being
flesh?
meat, just let the
Just
wolves of the
die.
maelstrom get you. Give, come on,
Yeah.
like that's all they want for you.
I feel like if you were to manage to, like if he cared about you, right? Like you're a kid. If like you're on the right track. If you manage to like invoke an emotional response at all, like he's only capable of doing this job because they're already mostly unconscious, and he doesn't have to interact with them like people.
Okay.
Like as long as he can maintain you're not a person, that's the way that he can do his job.
Yeah.
Okay. Is he wearing anything that is like that looks like a personal item? Anything that like isn't part of his uniform or really practical?
On the chair, like left behind, as he stands, is a fidget spinner.
All right. Okay.
Making that shit
It's funny, like
contemporary
you
and
laugh,
relevant.
but I'm just like, okay, that like I'm gonna assume that tells me something about him, right? Yeah. Okay.
It tells us that the apocalypse happened in the year 2017.
I mean, it tells us
Approximately
that-
between
it tells
the
us
months of May and July.
It tells us that Chinese manufacturers produce literally like millions of fidget spinners.
So I'm gonna based on the fact that I see that, and based on the fact that I'm clearly a child, I'm gonna assume that he won't find it weird if I just sort of jump in my like topics of conversation. So I'm immediately just gonna sort of go to like I think I say yeah, I think I say is my mum here?
It's like, what's your mum look like?
like me, but bigger.
I ain't seen.
She's got dark hair and she smells like flowers.
He's like, I ain't seen no one like that. Look, you gotta go back to sleep, or I gotta hit you.
What's gonna happen?
Yeah, cool. Roll your seduce or manipulate.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. 11.
What's he gonna do? Get you off the rope?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to be meat anymore.
Yep. You're not meat anymore.
Okay.
He helps you down. And he's like, look, you gotta hide. Make sure no one sees you. Don't. If you go this way, you can. If you
I know where to hide. I'm good at hiding.
Yeah, he tries to
It's
point you
okay,
towards
I'll-
what you recognize as the creche, like the way towards the creche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't worry, I won't get you in trouble.
Yeah, and he's like, okay, good, all right, hurry though. Yeah, and I think that's where we leave it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm really sleepy, but also I want to know what happens next.
Next week.
That was-
I'm gonna rescue my
that was-
friend.
That was real. That was so good though, because like there's a whole bunch of really interesting anthropology on like in-group, out-of-group identification and ethics, and like it's so like everything Ash was saying was so fucking true to like life.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good. That
Cool.
was good. Also, there is one thing I would like for morning very quickly before we wrap,
Sure.
which is this. Between that one time, a couple of sessions back, where I got to inflict one harm with my hands on someone, and the fact I've got badass nails now, can I write my bare hands on my sheet as a weapon with one harm?
Yes.
Cool. I'm going to do
Nice.
that. And of course, it is hand, because it is on the ends of my
Yeah.
arms.
Yeah.
That is its range.
Yep.
Can it be messy? Can we
Yep.
get Dungeon World?
I mean,
with
I
this
think
shit?
And
I feel like it's inherently messy.
And then I'm going to
Yeah.
use the move, take away their gear.
Yep, that'd be fucked. That'd be fucked.
All right.
No, that's what
I'm into
happens in
it.
Star Wars. If we're playing Star Wars,
That's a good point. You haven't cut off anyone's hand yet.
I'm gonna be the Luke Skywalker. Yeah,
You'll
I'm putting
lose
it.
like 4 hands.
I'm putting it in my special Battle Babe custom. Holy shit, Ash! Can I create my bare hands as a Battle Babe custom weapon?
Not right now.
Okay, I just wanted to ask because that seemed really cool.
Yeah, maybe later.
Yeah.
Yep, cool. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
You're
In the
about,
meantime,
you know, weird
Sweet.
eye.
All right.
bare
It's bedtime, so let's do some shout outs. Let us know who you are. where
Hey
we can find
checks
you.
ticks up.
Oh,
in the
hey,
session.
hey, Jex. All right. Mido, who knows you better or worse?
Oh, yeah, Sunrise. Sunrise absolutely knows me better.
Cool.
Absolutely,
Whoa.
without question.
Yeah. Morning, who knows you better or worse?
I feel like Mito knows me worse because Mito thinks they understand a whole bunch about why I agreed to leave,
Yeah. Yeah.
and like none of the things that Mito believes about why that happened are remotely true.
Yeah.
But that's actually effective because we just leveled up, and that brings us to -1.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, right.
I'm
That's
into it.
cool. You're
I'm
going
into
for
it.
that
Wow.
backwards.
Also, yeah,
Backwards
Jimmy,
XP.
beginning of next session, I will give you your secret.
Yep, cool.
just still
No,
got you.
no problem. Percolate on it. It's no
Yep.
big
Yep.
deal, and I'm happy to collaborate on that if that's a thing.
Give.
Give who knows you better or worse.
I didn't actually directly interact with either of them this session. However, I interacted with Sunrise indirectly,
In flashback.
right?
Yeah.
In flashbacks and in opening my brain.
Yep.
And I feel like Sunrise knows me less good. I feel
Yep.
like there is
A growing distance.
a growing distance or a disconnect of some sort. I feel like Sunrise knows me less well.
Yep.
And
Cool.
Yep.
All right. Let's do shout outs then, because it's late.
Okay.
Jimmy, do you want to do some shout outs?
So, I'm Jimmy. He, his pronouns. I'm a comedian and a sort of game developer and a former reality TV person. And I'm posting a link in the chat so that you can hire me to run your Dungeons and Dragons or other games. I will come and help you do that. I'm having a great time. This game gets very heavy, and it's interesting having that happen as a player as opposed to a GM, and seeing how that's a thing that I process internally. So I act genuinely every time I play this game. I feel a little bit like I grow as a person in that sort of respect and get that sort of perspective on things. So go Apocalypse World and go Ash.
Awesome. Cool.
Agreed.
Luke, do you want to do some shout outs?
Hello, I am Luke, coming to you from the land of my house has really bad internet this week, and I don't know why. I am a professional GM for children. I am also a game designer a lot of the time. You can find some games I have written, or a game, and soon some more ones, on gamesfromthewildwood.itch.io, including a game that we played. I played with M and Ash in Meat Space this weekend, and it was real good because I hadn't played it in a while, and it was nice.
It was so good.
Across the Endless
Yeah,
Sea
and
is
you can,
good.
yeah, and you can follow me on Twitter at Wildwoods Games. And if you would like to, you can support me on Patreon at patreon.com/gamesfromthewildwood.
Cool.
And that's me.
Emily.
Hello, I'm Emily. I'm an artist and a filmmaker, and sometimes I make art for games, and sometimes I play in games, and sometimes I GM games, but you just don't usually get to see those things.
And sometimes you give me awesome haircuts.
And sometimes, apparently sometimes they give people haircuts as well, but this is not a thing. I'm not haircuts for hire. You don't know, but occasionally this happens. This was really, really good. There was some really cool stuff. I like how much kind of new content we've unlocked this time. Like, I like that we've seen some people that we haven't seen before, and this whole area that Mito has ended up in is really fascinating to me. So I like that we've just sort of been like, oh yeah, this is how the world looks. No, let's add all this stuff. I'm really, really keen to explore that some more. You can find me on Twitter at BlackwallSays. I post selfies and occasionally work-related things. I'm also on Tumblr at Blackwall Holiday, and I'm on YouTube at Blackwall Holiday as well. Thank you very much.
Cool. And I'm Ash. You can find me at Acegiak, ACEGIAK, on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram. Anything else? I think that's all of them. Anyway, most
everywhere.
Stuff. I'm under that. This has been I'm Not Trying to Kill You, Apocalypse World Damn Spirits. We've got I'm Not Trying to Kill You, Scum and Villainy, happening on Thursday. But before that, on Wednesday, we have Couch Time Space Date. We're going to play some No Man's Sky with me and Emily. And then we've got Scum and Villainy on the Thursday with Maze and Alyssa and David and... Oh no, have I forgotten?
Mel.
And Melody. And then on Saturdays, we have a PC game morning. So we play like 2 role-playing games a week and then a bunch of video games as well. So if you want to subscribe to the channel, this month is the time to do it because the first month is half price and I still get the full amount. And then you get a cool emote and you can and come and join in on all the shit. It's going to be a good time. We've got a pretty full schedule and it's good fun. Thank you all for joining. Everyone... Players, you've been amazing. Great Apocalyptos. Chat, you've been really fun today. And we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.